Happy Tuesday. Happy
Happy
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk Her Wellness. Are you ready? Are you ready, Lady J?
I'm ready. I'm
I'm
ready.
ready.
I'm
We
ready.
ready. We
It's
are
your
excited,
girl.
guys. We are so
Ready.
always so excited to be back with you guys. Every chance we get, we look so forward to tonight. It's your girl, it's your wellness practitioner, Lynette, and my co-host, wellness coach, Lady J. I
Whoop,
am
whoop, whoop,
always
whoop,
so
whoop, whoop, whoop.
happy to be in the same place with my girl. Girl, you know
Absolutely.
we are just incredible together. And that's all of our sisters. It's always amazing being, you know, just in that same space, with each other. We get to do what we love, bring you guys wellness topics, amazing wellness topics, and practitioners from all over doing what they love, wellness, sharing the beauty of wellness, sprinkle it, sprinkle it, sprinkle it. So we're going to ask you guys to like and share this page. Share the beauty of wellness. We always say that the right information can change and save your life. Listen, share this page. Share this page. And Jay, before we get into anything, we always say, what is in your cup? What's in your cup? I am drinking from my favorite cup. It says Phoebe Tea Time, which that's my nickname. And
Okay.
this is my tea time. And so today I am drinking H2O. Okay.
Ooh.
Drinking water because you cannot go wrong with water. And, with it being so hot outside, it is very, very important for us to stay hydrated, Jay. So
Absolutely.
I am loving what's in my cup. And tell them, Lady J, what is in your cup? What are you drinking?
Well, today I'm sticking my pinky out because I'm drinking out of a stem glass on this terrific Tuesday.
Yes,
Shout out to
honey.
all you stem glass drinkers that just drink everything in your stem glass. So I am having a combination
All
because
right.
I'm a little bit of this,
And a little
I'm
bit
a
of
little
that.
bit of that. So my
Yes.
combination is coconut water
Mm-hmm.
with pineapple along with what's giving it its pink hue. Look a little closely. What's inside of there? That is some watermelon juice and chunks. So I'm giving myself double the electrolytes
That
of watermelon, fresh watermelon with coconut, with a hint of pineapple, of course, to make it even more delicious.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at her. Listen, for all of us that take it all the way back to the stem glasses, listen, stem glasses don't
Even
never
more
go, it
delicious.
don't never
I love
go old, honey. You know we love our stem glasses. You know we like to be cute with it and all that good stuff. And listen, I even love Jay when we can make our drinks, right? Because
it. Okay.
we're watching out for sugar
Mm.
because for all of our diabetics out there. And so, not even if you are not a diabetic, just staying away from sugary drinks. You can have fun with your drinks. You can infuse your drinks, just like my water. You can infuse your water. I infuse my water all the time with oranges, cucumbers, lemongrass, whatever
Absolutely.
it is, that you want to infuse your water with. You don't have to drink boring water, okay? There's nothing boring about me, and I'm probably sure it's nothing boring about you, but you can spice it up, guys. You can spice up your water. You can make it fun. A lot of people don't like to drink water because they feel that it is boring. Well, you don't have to make it boring. And I like what you did with your drink. You took it and you infused it. Coconut
Absolutely.
water is amazing. I'm telling everybody in this heat, if you are in a warm climate, coconut water. I even suggest coconut more water more than water. Why? Because it has the electrolytes in it. So when you're out in that sun, you need the electrolytes, you need that salt, that you need a little bit of that, right? You don't have to worry about when I say salt. Some people say, oh, well, I have high blood pressure. It's not going to bother you. Look at the salt content, get the organic coconut, okay? And then infuse it. You made it look pink with natural watermelon, and then leave your chunks in there for those of you that like a little goodness at the bottom of that glass, right? So awesome. So now that we did that, what we want to do is we want to give you time to go and grab your Let's Talk Her Wellness notebook. And if you didn't go and get that on our website, head over there because listen, we got some
Get those
amazing.
journals.
Go and get your journals because you want to take good notes. You want to capture those phone numbers. You want to capture those amazing websites. You want to be able to keep up with your guests. I'm a note taker. And so I always, Jay, revert back to my notes. I put that date up top, revert back to them notes and dive in, and use those as references. And that's how you keep in contact with people. So go and grab your notebooks, grab your pen, go get your favorite drink, and let's talk her wellness. And I love
Yes.
our topic tonight, Jay. Our topic tonight is Happy 4th of July Wellness Summer Tips. And so we know that 4th of July, you're going to be going out, some of you. And we just want to give you some amazing tips, to help you have an amazing and an incredible 4th of July and even for the rest of the holidays to come. You can write these notes down and you can save them and you can use them. So go and get that. And then don't forget to text your girlfriend and tell them that, guess what, girl? I'm on Let's Talk Her Wellness and they are sharing. Listen, each one teach one. Share this post with somebody because you don't know the women in your life. You don't know who needs to hear this. You
That's
don't
right.
know who needs. And ladies, listen, put your likes and your comments. If you have any questions, make this live amazing. We love feedback and we want to hear your feedback. What you think and what you feel, how you feel, what you doing for 4th of July weekend. Let's share it and let's talk wellness. All right. So we're going to get into it. So Jay, you have any thoughts before we dive in?
Well, Jay is always a little curious, a little. I don't call myself nosy because nosy folk is always looking for business and they up to no good. So I'm curious before we start talking about the tips.
Uh-huh.
What you got going on this 4th of July? What you and Michael getting into?
Listen, I don't know what we are getting into because we just came back from Aruba. And so, honey, these days, with Mr. Thomas being, let's say, retired now, my I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of vacations now, I'm thinking on the next flight. Okay.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I'm not sure what we are going to get into, but I was just thinking, I'm pretty sure that between New York and Philadelphia, and maybe even Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure our city have some amazing things that are going to be going on. So, I like to take those little day trips and, all of that type of thing. So we have not decided, what we're going to do. And we want to do whatever it is we do safely. We want to do it. We want to do it safely. So I want to take in a little bit of culture. I love going by the water. So maybe I'll try to find something down by the water, and get those steps in and stay true, you
That's
know,
right.
wellness regimen. How about you? What you doing in Houston?
Well, as much as I love H Town, I will be taking myself to the airport and heading to a convention. So I am a lifetime learner. So your girl will be hanging out, doing some learning this holiday and hanging out with some other folks that are like-minded business moguls that are trying to grow their brand. So we're going to be popping off firecrackers while we learn and trying to get to that seven-figure income. Yes.
Girl, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I heard a gentleman say today that when you are career minded, you don't have time to scroll through your phone. He said that scrolling through your phone, scrolling through Facebook, he said that's a poverty mindset. And so, I'm like, wow. I says, not too many people will think that way, that they are, scrolling through your phone and scrolling through Facebook, and you don't think that you have a poverty mindset. You wouldn't even tie that to poverty mindset, but people do. So, I'm
Yeah,
glad that you
absolutely.
said, business owners, you're always creating, our job and our passion. I want to back up before I say job, but our passion, we stay in school. We love doing what we do. And we know that when you are talking about the wellness of people, you have always got to be researching. You always got to be, on top of things. So I'm just happy to hear that, because I know you'll be whenever Jay goes anywhere, she's always zooming me in, so I feel like I'm there too. But you're gonna stop leaving me, Jay, though. You're gonna stop leaving me though.
Oh, Lady J's old handle was the Travel Diva. So I was told by, my one Mister, uh, you always got to have your butt in a seat that belonged to aviation. And I'm like, yes, sir. If I could build me a little condominium on this airplane, I would be living and just seeing the world because it
I'm
is
telling you.
so amazing and it's therapeutic for me traveling. Now I'm not going to tell you that I love the airport experience. So my thought is about the airport experience. Once I get to that seven figures, I've set it up. You got to manifest it. I'm doing what Usher said at the awards. I'm manifesting. I'm
I
like,
love what
okay,
Usher said.
today I said I need
Mhm.
business class, first class, private. Let me say that again. Business class, mhm, first class, private, and that means private jet. So let me be clear. So as we are
Uh-huh.
growing, I like to say that when you're looking to do something new and expand
Mhm.
your mind, like do it with zeal. We should always, to your point, be in a space that we're growing and learning. Like I find myself as a trainer, a facilitator, a champion in the space of sitting to learn. And
Right.
what we provide here, we try to give you all the cliff notes so that you don't have to go out and do as much homework. We want to do the
Right.
homework, then you can sit here with your glass of something, right? And just drink in and take it all in as far as your wellness, health and well-being, and having just a community. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what we're about. We're about a community, for our I'm going to say family because we're family. We're all of God's children trying to live our best life. And
Yes.
these tips that we have, I
Oh,
can't wait to share some of those tips because
yes.
some of them we take for granted every day. And are we going to pick from the basket first, or are we going into
We
some other
we
tips? Where,
we're
where,
going to
where are we starting our tips at
the
today?
basket because I said, we jumped it up, we jumped it up, we jumped it up. So we're going to, guys, pick from this basket, and we're going to share some wellness summer tips. We chose them by your very own wellness gurus here,
Woo, woo,
and
woo, woo.
we thought that this would be amazing for people. So I'm going to pick the first one,
Right.
and
Let's see what we
and
got up first.
that tip is, I love it. This one here is called mindful and stress management. So, mindful stress management says, amidst the excitement, it's essential to take moments for yourself. Well, explore mindfulness techniques and stress managements and strategies to help you stay present and relax through the day, from deep breathing exercise to finding a quiet spot for
Mm.
we've got tips to help you let's say, maintain a sense of calm. So I like that one because I don't know about nobody else, but the holidays, you work so much
Right.
during the week.
That's
Sometimes
right.
some of us forget a whole about there was a holiday. And so, you're working, you're creating, and sometimes you just got to turn that creative brain off, and turn off being that daughter, being that cousin, being that sister, being that mother, because so many people dominate our space,
That's right.
so sometimes on that 4th of July and on these holidays, sometimes getting into the busyness of where we're going, what we're going to be doing, to some people, that's rested, that's easy. But for when you're busy, that can be
Mhm.
a task, Jadine. That can be a task like, oh my God, don't give me another thing to think about, So when you can find that time, and you may and mindfulness, because it's not something that you do, you have to train your mind to be, let's say, you have to train your mind to think about you, and to think about, being still. Sometimes, Jay, we don't have to always be moving. Sometimes it's great to be still. Sometimes it's great to be, have that hammock moment, go by the water, sit down, just relax,
Yeah.
be still. And if you're going to be around a crowd of people, you can always just take a moment, go into a peaceful place, a quiet space, and just sit, Hey, watch the birds sing, watch the people just walk by. Sometimes I'll take a book, and I just want to get in a nice, comfortable seat and just relax. Just relax. Is there anything you like to dive in on that one before we move on to the next one? How is mindful and stress management for you this 4th of July and for the other holidays that's coming up as well?
Well, when you say about being mindful, mindful for me means being intentional about taking care of myself.
Yes.
And I don't know how many people are guilty
Mm-hmm.
of putting that task list together, and your own self care
Mm-hmm.
never takes priority.
Yeah.
I mean, as a mom for years, I couldn't find a space to be mindful because I couldn't turn the noise off. So
Yeah.
the noise in my life was, and I see Selena Thomas says she ain't doing nothing. So Selena, doing nothing,
It's
I'm not
good.
mad at it because I could not find out for years how to do nothing. Like how to sit in. I felt like Lynette, it may sound strange to hear me say it. I
Yeah.
felt non-productive in being what today I learned, that is being mindful of slowing down enough to care about, to Selena's point, doing nothing.
Nothing.
Because doing nothing and slowing down, it's going my whole sympathetic nervous system is going to be rewarded because it's not in the stress mode. And
Right.
when you're in that stress mode, for me, I feel it all up in here.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and for years, I allowed for myself to be abused because I didn't know how to do nothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm giving myself the gift of slowing down,
I love
being
that.
mindful, intentionally mindful
I
of
love it.
sitting in the space of, JD, you mean to tell me you don't have nothing to do?
You?
And not chasing nothing, not going to go try to chase something. Like
Yeah.
just sitting in the space of wellness and well-being, doing
Yes. Nothing. I love that. I really, really love that because, just in this time, we feel like we got to be doing something, and if we're not doing anything, we feel like we're not being productive. We're not doing nothing is good sometimes.
right,
And
right.
in its proper time and in its proper, not now doing nothing. No, 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 no. We're not talking about that. But we're talking about you don't have to always be in the life of busy. I'm gonna
Right.
say that.
That's right. That's
You
right.
don't always have to be in the life of busy. So I really like that. And guys, we hope that you take that wellness tip and that you're able to do something with that. Michael says, I like to walk, taking time to walk, to talk to God, taking a few scriptures to meditate on. I like that.
Yes, amazing.
I like that because that really does center you. And I'm just going back over some comments that Michael had. Um, he says in his glass that he's drinking, he said he is drinking, uh, my glass is filled with mushroom coffee, good for inflammation and immune system. He said, drink up. I
Cheers, Michael. Cheers.
Michael. I absolutely love that one. And then he asked a question. So we want to make sure we are answering our clients' questions. He says, we want to know, how is it that poverty mindset? Explain and tell why. Well, when I was listening to this guru, and which I definitely understood what he was saying, when you have and most people don't even know that that's a poverty mindset, but when you are scrolling through, meaning what he said was, millionaires, their time is everything. They don't have time to sit and scroll through Facebook, scroll through their voicemail, let's say texting and things like that. When you have a life of busy, when you have a life and a purpose, and you are living out that gift, you don't have time to scroll through Facebook. You don't have time to, scroll through what's in your inbox, who texts me today, who that, meaning you don't have enough time for that. You see, because you're busy cultivating that purpose and that gift that God has blessed you with. And I always say sometimes, man, there's not enough room in a day. There's not enough space in a day because once I wake up, I'm very intentional about my to-do list. And
Exactly.
so when I put my to-do list up for the day, when I go on, and I say this as a therapist, you can't put everything in your day because there's not enough time in the day for that. So what I do is I put the most important thing first, Jay, and
Mm,
then I go down that list. Now,
right.
I remember saying to my husband last week, I'm only going to put, let's just say that there's 10 things on your list.
Okay.
I'm going to take three, because women, we could do a lot of things.
Natural
Well,
born multitaskers.
there you go. So what I've said to myself, talking about practicing mindfulness, I
Right.
said I'm going to take three most important things
Makes sense.
and I'm going to focus on them and finish them.
Mm,
Because as a therapist, one of the things I see is people are real hard on themselves because they said, I'm a person that I will start something, but I don't finish it. And that's
right.
perhaps because you got too many tabs open. So narrow it down for yourself. Even if it's two or even if it's one, get that done. Finish it. It's closed. Because guess what? You feel so good because you accomplished what you set out to do. So keep that, write that in your journal.
I like that. So as I listen to you, that reminds me of SMART goals. When we
Mhm.
start a SMART goal, and SMART goals could be something that we start everyone that's big, or something that you do that's small that you want to attain. Being that our time is our biggest commodity that we trade, that's my currency that I'm trading. So as you're trading your currency, you want to get a ROI, a return on your investment. So when
Yes.
you're trading your currency, I don't know, for those of us that are trying to grow and evolve, how much TV time is part of the currency that you want to trade, because we
Yes.
only have a certain amount of hours, a certain amount of hours that we're present, that we're up. So we have to be smart about it. We have
Yeah.
to be specific. We need to be setting goals that are measurable, goals that are attainable, goals that are realistic and time bound. And being that we're talking about time for me, as I've been shifting. I've been having to let go of how I used to move, because I used to fill my plate up to what you were talking about. I used to have so many tabs open, so
Yes.
many tabs, as you call them, right? And
Yeah.
and I was finding, relating it back to wellness, relating it back to that stress management, relating it back to being mindful. All of those tabs, work tab, man tab, children tab, social calendar tab, sorority tab,
Yeah.
business tab,
Mhm.
church tab, life tab,
So
health and
many
wellness tab. So many tabs that I had open. I wasn't sure what to do with all of those tabs till I started setting, to you what you said, some real smart goals, and
Yeah.
then understanding that in this life I can do everything. But Lady J, you can't do it all today, darn it. And I
No, you
had to be able to embrace saying no.
know. Yes.
No. Oh, that feel good. Let me get one more in. No.
And that was Ayana Van Zant. I call her Auntie Ayana. She talked about practicing saying no. She says, now there are many ways that we can practice saying no. She said, you can say no. She says, and you can say nope. And she says, and what's your favorite one? She says, we can say hell to the now.
No,
And
no, no, no,
she
no.
said, come on. She says, come on. She said, let's practice saying no. So yes, because that's a whole nother post. That's a whole
Yeah,
nother
that's a
line
whole
because
discussion about that sentence.
that,
But I want to call out. Michael told us thanks almost like just scrolling through life, wasting times on things that are not helping you attain your goals. That's right, Michael. Because we listen. I got 7 figures or more on the mind, so I'm consuming myself, but in the way
yeah,
that I'm consuming myself, that I want to do it to help God's people. And then the benefit of helping God's people, I'm hoping, then praying and believing I'm helping myself. Hey,
yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you, just being, you know, present and
yeah,
like you said, being able to help somebody because I
that's
don't want
right.
to be so busy that because when you like that, you know what that's called? Selfish.
Ooh,
And we are
that's a whole topic. It's a whole lot of fill it in, centered, self-directed, self-consumed, So, and
selfish.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh,
We got a lot of that,
going around
selfishness
large
going
dosages of it.
going around. And so we don't want, I don't want to be so whatever, that I'm selfish. So we're going to move on to tip number 2. What
I
is
got
tip
one.
number
Before you
2?
go into your bucket, I got one.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes,
one of the favorite pastimes on the 4th of July is the fireworks. Come on,
yes,
everybody. I remember being a kid going to
yes.
the park to go watch the fireworks. And then once I learned how to drive, I would go to the fireworks. But Lynette, if I
Mm,
may share some
yes,
firework safety tips, because statistically,
yes.
based in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
10,200 firework related emergency room visits. Who want to
Wow.
be at a whole cookout and then I got to go take you to the emergency room? And
That
that
part.
is because people are not taking safety tips. And let's
Yeah.
share some of them. First of
Come on.
all, number 1, fireworks are for outside. Outside
That.
only, folks. That part right
Yes.
there. Number
Yes.
2,
Yes.
kids, youngsters, this is an adult only. Adult
Yes.
only should be allowed to have the firework.
Yes.
Number 3, which I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I never thought about that. Have
Mm-hmm.
a bucket of water or a fire hose close by just in case something go awry. Okay. Um,
Wow. That's good. A
and then the
bucket of water.
last one, which is a bonus, right? Don't relight. So if it didn't work the first time, if it was a dud, like sometimes
There.
we
That's
call
good.
people duds, but if it was a dud, let it rock. Let it rock. Don't
Yes.
relight it. Common sense, because they said that most of those 10,200 people, they had
Yeah.
cuts, bruises, some had blindness. So
Wow.
let's have
Wow.
some smart and
Wow.
safe, fun ways if you're
Yes.
purchasing fireworks yourself that you're going to apply, folks. Take these safety tips because it could
Yes.
save your life or the life of a loved one. Yeah.
That is so good. That is so good. Because I saw, and kids do the darndest of things. I saw him putting the the fireworks inside hot dogs. And I'm like, why we gotta go there? Like what why?
Wait. You got to repeat that to me because my
Yes,
ears.
yes.
Did you say they put a
The
firework in
fireworks
food?
inside of hot dogs. They had the fireworks, a bunch of hot dogs. I don't know what the deal is with that. I guess people like to see meat just explode everywhere. But I saw that. I saw, and I actually saw it on the news, and they were telling people to
Wow.
stop putting food because they put the food. Like, come on, guys, we got people that's hungry. You want to go give a hot dog to somebody that's standing homeless. On
Amen.
that, go down there and take them a hot dog on the roll or something like that. But you want to take meat and then put the firecrackers and then see the firecrackers go off. And so, it's just a shame that we have to tell people this.
Look. Hey, Nanette, we only got to tell them because they doing it. That's the crazy
You
thing.
see,
Because
that's the
they out
thing.
there doing it, we got to
And
now
then
go out there and put out some disclaimers and warning.
to tell
Unreal.
you not to do something that should be like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So we got this basket swirling around again, and we're going to get up on tip number
What's coming out?
three.
What's coming out?
And tip number three is one of my favorite ones, and that one is sun safety and
Oh, good
skin.
one. Good one.
Oh, that is good. Now, what does the skin got to do? Probably somebody say, what does the skin got to do with anything? Well, the skin has a lot to do with it because we're going outside and we're going in that sun. And so, especially our melon people, because we don't think that we get skin cancer, but we do. We do.
Yeah.
We might not hear a whole lot about it, but we do. So we'll tackle skin safety. We want to do that and protect your skin from harmful UV rays. So,
Mm.
one thing I notice, and if you're traveling or if you're going to be going anywhere, it's not what you see, it's what you don't see. So I notice, for instance, when I'm here in Pennsylvania, I notice that when you travel out of the country, or
Right.
perhaps you go to another state, you notice it's more sunnier and brighter than it is when I'm in North Carolina. It is so bright in North Carolina. Houston was so bright. Aruba was so bright. And it is those UV rays, that we are not, let's say, we're not used to that. And so, you want to make sure that you are taking that sun tanning lotion. And we always say get the 50, the 50 and up, staying in that range, because that's going to really, and when you put it on, I mean, when you first put it on, it really does make you look, Jay, like you're ashy. And I
Yeah.
guess a lot of people don't really like that look.
Especially brown folks. They like
Those
I'm looking
brown
like
folks, so
I'm walking around with
when you
powder
put it
on my
on,
body.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
like, oh God, why it look like that? But I promise you, people, that when you put it on, it look like that. But once you go out in the sun, it bakes in your skin, so it don't even look like you put on anything. And so you want to do that, I believe, every 4 hours. Every 4 hours, you want to protect your skin, because let me tell you something. There is nothing like, and you may not even feel it. And that is the scary part. You may not feel anything. You just feel warm. You feel good. You feel whatever. And then when you come home at night, it feel like you're on fire. Yeah, because you have skin, you got sunburn. You see what I'm saying? And so, and two, it's also very important to put it on. And for those of us that are taking medication, it is very important that you stay out of the direct sunlight. Put
Good.
on put on your suntan lotion, but make sure at the same time that you are staying out of that direct sunlight. And then what it says also too, sunscreen, understanding SPF ratings and their importance of reapplying throughout the day. Plus we um you want to repair skin damage and your skin glowing all summer long. So take those tips, guys. Make sure that you get let's say the proper information. And if you are last but not least, but if you are someone that have eczema, psoriasis, or if you have, let's say, allergies, this is really good to talk to your dermatologist, and so that your dermatologist can prescribe, let's say, the best sun tanning lotion or sunscreen for you. Now, one of the ones that I really highly recommend is you cannot go wrong with aloe. So if you get a nice sun tanning lotion or sunscreen that has aloe in it, something that's organic base, so that you stay away from all of those different types of perfumes and things like that. So definitely, guys, this is why it is amazing to let's say check in with your doctors. You see, because the doctors they're your wellness coaches. You
That's right.
see, they are your wellness coaches, and God didn't bless us with all this knowledge for nothing. So that is what we do. We help coach you, so don't be afraid to make that phone call and say, you know what, I want to get the right sunscreen that's good for me. Because one thing you don't want to do, and if you are going to go out and buy something, always skin test. Take it and put it in a crease first. You see, before you glob it all on,
That's
put it
good.
all
That's
over
good.
it. You put all that stuff on the kids. Buy it, get the family, put it in everybody crease of their arm, and let it sit there, because that's going to tell you within an hour. If your skin is sensitive like mine, my skin is very sensitive. So anything that I put on my skin immediately within less than 5 minutes, I'm going to know whether that's for me or not. So that is our tip number 3 for the summer wellness tip. Jay, what else do you have on your list?
Okay, before I go to my list, I wanted to share. We have our main man in the background, always looking his girls out. Wanted to give
Go
us
ahead.
some additional about the fireworks, right?
Mhm.
42% of the folks that went, they showed the age range, right? So we
Right.
know in that age range, be careful, be mindful, because
Yes,
things happen.
they
And
sure
thank
do.
you, Michael, for hooking us up. And speaking of hospital visits, I want to add some more information, because how many folks are barbecuing? Just hit me in on your Facebook chat or YouTube. You were
Wow.
streaming live there too. How many of you are going to be doing some barbecuing? So I can
Wow.
tell you a story, because you remember I told you I was a chick that had multiple husbands. Husband number one, I don't know if he remember this. We got as a wedding gift a gas grill. And that gas
Wow.
grill, every time you would hit that button, click, 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 nothing happened. And you would have
Oh,
to manually light it. And I swear, my heart, every time he took the match to light it, I'd be like, I'm going inside. Wait, let me get up so I can go inside in case this blow up. Somebody need to be somewhere safe. So safety with those gas grills. 22,000 people on average make it to the hospital, Lynette, because of
wow.
a gas grill
Yeah.
asphyxiation. Folks trying to eat their hot dogs, hamburgers, and sausages, and all kinds of things that they putting on the grill that Lady J don't eat no more, but that's a whole nother story. And
Oh my gosh.
before they could get to eating, some type of disaster happened. So what we're asking for you to do, folks, before you pop open that grill,
Yes.
inspect it,
Yes.
inspect it. What are you
Yes.
inspecting it for? You're inspecting
Yeah.
it, first of all, to see if there's any leaks, if there
Yeah.
are dents or anything along that line. You should consider maybe not using that gas grill. Keep
Yeah.
it clean. All that grease, I know sometimes the grease that fall in the bottom, we allow for it to accumulate. It is highly recommended prep before you start to actually grill. So do
Yeah.
your cleaning prep. Take and clean all that stuff that the fat build up underneath the tray, clean it all
Yeah.
out, and then prepare to use the grill from there. Now, place your grill away from the deck, place it away from handrails, because all of those things could cause some type of fire
Yeah.
or safety hazard. Don't put it over like overhanging branches wherever your grill is. And I love my little pet. I miss him so much since moved here to Houston. The Jack the Ripper couldn't come because Jack can't even stand a car ride. That little dog, that little Shih Tzu, he be in a car like this shaking. I said the plane ride might have took him out, honey. So, so, so everyone, keep the children and pets away, because we forget about our furry friends. They always trying to smell something with they noses, and
Yes.
they could
Yes.
come
Yes.
close within that grill, and next thing you know, you have a veterinarian bill because poor little Fifi has gotten burnt because we wasn't practicing safety tips. And
Yeah.
lastly, when it comes to like starting it, I know us black folks, especially, we creative. We take some newspaper, bundle it. I done seen all kinds of pre-starter options. So when you are looking to do your pre-starter, please make sure that there is no flammable liquids that's in range of what you're using, and also stay while the coals is getting hot. I know we like to go and retreat, go in the kitchen and go get the stuff while the coals is getting hot. Assign a person to be the coal watcher or to watch why those flames are up high. We don't want to have anyone that we know and love have to leave the barbecue to go to the hospital. Now,
That's
the
right.
last part of it, Lynette, I wanted to share has to deal with what's on the grill, right? So cook your food thoroughly, folks, because Lady J
Yes.
just had a
Yes.
bout of E. coli, and I don't eat meat, but no telling where it came from. So cook your meats thoroughly. That's one. Two, clean those vegetables. If you want to see on my
Yes.
Facebook
Yes.
page, we're going to put it on the Let's Talk Her Wellness page. I did a demonstration of how to clean your vegetables and fruits, and
Yes.
take the
Yes.
time to prep all of this so you don't feel like in rate rush in haste that you're trying to
Yeah.
rush and now you're skipping over steps, and you could be putting yourself in jeopardy. So
Yeah.
carefully handle, food, especially that potato salad. We know we don't need anybody's potato salad, right? But those, those.
You know,
I don't
man.
found some vegan mayonnaise, but we don't need
Oh,
everybody potato salad. So watch some of those mayonnaise-based dishes and things that sit out that may not be
yeah.
in the right temperature, because we don't want to be like, yo, I was over at so and so house, I left and I had to run to the bathroom. So
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
everyone safe. So that's my tip.
Woo! I'm trying to tell you
I have
that
to tell
is
you.
that is so amazing. And I'm gonna tell you another one, Jay, that really I don't know even know if you touched on it, but sometimes when people, it depending on where you live, if you're in a condo or you're in an apartment, and you got that hood over there, underneath
Good.
there,
That's good. Yeah.
and when you're cooking and that fire go up, 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 you want to make sure it don't go up and burn up the hood of your, I always, yes, I got
Look
eyes
what
on you.
look what Michael talking about a haircut that he got.
I'm just like, what? And so, yeah, so you definitely you want to pay attention, because as much as it tastes so good to have your things on the grill,
Yes.
you want to be safe. You want to be safe. And so we're going to do the last but not least little bitty
Last but
one here.
not least,
We
number
have
five.
this the number 5 tip. Okay. Hydration matters. I cannot say that enough,
Cheers to
guys.
that. I'm gonna hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate.
Yes, you want to make sure that when you, especially if you a person and you don't like to drink water, listen, it's hot out here. And so, if you are going to be out and about, you want to make sure that you are staying hydrated. And, get you one of those bottles, fill it up with water, and put you some apple in there, put you some oranges in there, whatever it is, put you some lemons in there, and take your bottled water with you. Don't leave it in the car. And another thing, guys, when you buy water, I want you to keep this in mind for all of you that love to throw your food and stuff up in the trunk of the car.
That's good.
Okay.
I know where you're going. That's good.
When you buy water, when you buy your bottled water, make sure you are going home. Don't go by the Pookie and them and you going over here, you're going to stop over there, you're going to stop over there, you're going to stop over there. You do not want to leave your water in the car. You don't want to waste money. I would hate to see you go out and buy a 48 pack or a 24 pack of water and then you leave it in the car, because what happens when you leave your water in the car? There is a chemical that is released, and that chemical is released in that water. And so, guess what? Now, when you go drink that water, you got the chemical in that water. Some people say the darndest and sometimes the most stupidest things. Oh, well, girl, I've been doing that. If the chemical was in the water, it ain't killed me yet. Let's back up. You said it ain't killed you yet.
That
But
part.
just because you've been doing something for a long period of time, don't mean that you've been doing it right all the time. So we say that when you know better, Jay, you do better.
You
And
do
so
better.
now, I hope you wrote that down in your book. So when you see mama and them leaving their water in the car, no, take that water out the car, because we don't want those chemicals released in that water. And so now you're drinking water that's not good for you. And you listen, there's all different types of ailments, pain. You're in a lot of pain. You got gastro issues. You got all kinds of issues. These can be the product of all of that stuff you was doing back in the day, and now it's just caught up with you. So, guys, just let's be mindful. Practice mindfulness as you are out and you are enjoying your holidays, eating right. A lot of us are trying to get in shape, Jay. A lot of us are trying to eat right for our health. So, practicing mindfulness. When you get out and you're going and all of this food is around, you know, food is medicine and medicine is in our food. So, we are going to do that at another time. How to turn our food into medicine, how to eat right, how to heal in order. You see, a lot of us want to reverse things, and you can, but we want to eat and we want to eat light, dress light, and be the light. So I absolutely love that, Jade. Eat light, dress light, and be light. I absolutely love that. And so, guys, we just thank you. We hope that these wellness tips was just incredible for you. We just thank you guys for always tuning in to Let's Talk Our Wellness. Until the next time, we want you to be well. We want you to stay healthy, stay cool, be mindful, and just simply enjoy yourself. And like and share this page, guys. We are here on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It was amazing spending
6
time
p.m.
with you.
Central.
Ooh, if you're in Houston, yes. So, guys, we look forward to seeing you guys. You guys can follow us on our social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We are everywhere, and we are always posting something educational, inspirational. We're sharing that every single day. So, guys, until next time. You be well and happy 4th of July.
Bye. Woo.
Bye. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. You have anything you want to say, Jay, Lady J?
I just want to say, be well
I
until we
think
see you
that,
again, mind, body, and soul.
yes, big up, big up,
Big
big up.
love, big love.